I know some of you are probably waiting for me to do this. Today I'm going to review Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Depending on how you look at it, I look at this film from two perspectives. For me personally, I did not grow up with the old treasured original trilogy. Everyone gloats about and said, "Oh, this is the best ever. This isn't that." Please, it's all Star Wars, it's all the freaking same. All right, so shut up. And according to George Lucas, the middle three movies were always meant to be the middle three films. So, yeah, in your face. So, as boring as you might think this is, Episode 4 ain't no better, honestly. Because it puts me to sleep sometimes when I watch it. It's overrated. Get over it, people. It's all Star Wars. Jeez. Anyways, I was about 13 or so when I saw this for the first time. Of course, back then I was a bloody kid, so I probably didn't give a crap about half of this. Huh. People say, "Oh, Anakin's an annoying kid." Yeah, well, I guess you would do a lot better in that role as a 8-year-old freaking kid, right? Wrong. So stop your whining. I like it for what it was. It's not the best movie, of course, but it's a decent beginning to the whole saga, explains a lot of stuff. Even if it is a little confusing. I know. Looking back, I don't see the point of Jar Jar at all, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's better to, at least the Gungans are actual warriors, unlike a bunch of teddy bears that freaking destroy the whole empire with a bunch of stones and sticks. With a bunch of stones and rocks and sticks. What? People are really gonna go over the Gungans for being, cheesy with their little language, but no one said anything about the little teddy bears that overthrow the empire. Yeah, that makes sense. One of my favorite scenes from Episode 1 is the pod race. Oh man, I could watch that junk all day. Watch it all day. Literally. I mean, as long as I'm not falling asleep or nothing. The last time I watched this movie, honestly, I think I fell asleep towards the end. Not on purpose, of course, but just because part of the movie drags along in some areas. And like I said before, A New Hope is no different. Of course, it was the first, so that's why people are overprotective about it. But I've watched some videos on here on YouTube. Some people just hate on the prequels for no damn reason. It's what real reason do you have to hate this film? If Lucas didn't come up with a story, none of us would be fans in the first place. So, yeah, get over it. It's Star Wars. We all know you're gonna watch it, so stop your crying and bitching. Jeez. Damn people. Now, I didn't have too many complaints about this movie. I mean, for what it was, it's pretty good. To me. I mean, I'm sure there are all the fans out there that agree or disagree. Care less if you disagree. It's my opinion. The lightsaber fights are pretty good. Though I don't really like when they're chopped up like that with the space and the ground stuff. It's focus on one thing and one battle. I don't like going to two different places when there's something else that I really want to see going on. There's some issue with Episode 3 too, with the Kenobi Skywalker battle and the Yoda Sidious. I really don't give a crap about Sidious or Yoda because I want to see Anakin kick the crap out of Kenobi, which for the most part I did. Until, just did something stupid, like he always does. Not just how the characters are written, I guess. But yeah, I have mad respect for Lucas. I mean, I might have been a little harsh in the past, I guess, about certain things, especially when I heard about Episode 7 and stuff. I'm like, oh god. Lucas, did you really sell this stuff to Disney? I mean, that was my original thoughts, of course, until I realized that there's going to be Star Wars movies every other freaking year, so I'm like, alright, Lucas. So that changed my opinion. Still not crazy about the thought of Mickey Mouse owning Star Wars now, but if it means more movies, I'm all for it, man. As long as they don't give us no shitty Yoda prequels or whatever BS. I hear rumors about that. I mean, I want a Han Solo film. No pun intended. Han Solo film with Boba Fett as the villain or something. Like show the Kessler Run or something that he always mentions in the movies or something. I don't know. And they got Chewie in there, of course. And I don't know. It could be set before or after the original trilogy, or before, because there's a lot more interesting to have stuff that happens before, than after. Especially since I feel like the wait's too damn long for these new movies now, because they're all in their freaking 60s and stuff. I'm like, gee whiz. You couldn't have sold the crap a little earlier, Lucas? Jeez. Now, two of my favorite storylines are in the books I read, Dark Empire and the Admiral Thrawn trilogy. I'm sure all of you heard about them. They won't be able to do it now because they're all too old. Like, wow. This is why I was against the original trilogy coming back from the beginning. Like, just get a new cast, keep the same characters, new cast, and you can be a lot more flexible with this new trilogy. However many they're gonna make. And these new movies is also an opportunity to, stray away from the Skywalker thing, They hype up the Skywalkers too much, I think. I mean, they got someone like Starkiller out there who was more powerful than Luke and the Emperor combined. So, yeah. He's not even part of the real universe, so I guess it doesn't matter. Starkiller is unfortunately to you people who clearly have never played the game or whatever. In case you don't know what I'm talking about with that character. He's from Force Awakens. Which is an amazing game, by the way, that I have played numerous times. And definitely better than the second one by far. You can watch my review of that game for further details on that. And for what it was worth, when it countered Judge Rabbit cracking up just because he was a dumbass. And of course, Robot Chicken definitely had me in tears when they brought him back on that show. He appears to Vader on that Star Destroyer and just starts causing a bunch of trouble, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is freaking hilarious. So, those are my thoughts. It's in some areas there's a lot of emotion in there, especially when Anakin is leaving his mom and stuff. Like, I felt that. I'm like, yeah, if that was me, I don't know if I could do it, but he did it, man. He didn't look back for 10 years. Comes back, his mom dies in his arms. So, I mean, some heavy stuff right there. And right there, you can see why he turns over time, of course. And other people complain like, oh, Vader doesn't need a backstory, and yeah, well, without the backstory, just a mindless guy a mindless robot dude with no, conscience or whatever. This way, he gets a history, and you get to see how he became Vader, and I think that's interesting. And reason number two, it's George Lucas's story, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. So, if people saying that he shouldn't be doing this, you really don't have the right to say that. Because it's not your creation, it's his. He came up with the story, it's his universe, he can do whatever. It's a way to decide to give it up to Disney, because people are complaining too much, like you frickers out there. So yeah. Not sure how many other Star Wars films I can review, but I might as well do the whole saga eventually. Probably gonna do it out of order, but as long as we get to all of them, I guess that's all that matters. So, that about does it for this video. Later, peeps.